Good morning, Friday morning. I wanted to come on here again and talk to you guys. I've had some women and moms ask about breastfeeding along with exercising, as people have seen that I've jumped back into that myself, and I just kind of wanted to clear the air with that. So I hope you mamas can hop on and just listen. So, there's lots of people that have their opinions out there. And so, like I said, I just kind of wanted to clear the air with that. And I was just looking online for a little bit, and just based off of the knowledge that I've learned about exercising and for moms and for women. So basically, I first off want to just say that I want you to talk to your doctor or your midwife before you begin, and wait for them to clear you to exercise. When I went in for my 2-week appointment, I was already cleared to exercise, which was actually pretty cool because my body actually naturally felt ready to get back in. Now, for someone like me, we're all different, okay? Someone like me, I was exercising and eating healthy all the way up until about 3 or 4 days prior to delivering Winston. So my body was definitely used to that. So when 2 weeks was up, my body was like, okay, what are we doing now? So definitely enjoyed taking that time to sit down with Winston every morning and just snuggling him, letting my body heal and recover. Just please pay attention to your body. We all have different post-birth experiences. Some people tear, some have, all the stitches. It just differs from every woman. So, it's not a cookie cutter. It's not the same. So, again, just make sure you get cleared by your doctor or midwife before getting back into exercising. So, how many of you first-time moms, especially, I'm a first-time mom, but how many of you moms with babies just don't know how to get out of the house, don't really, even in the wintertime, those blues definitely set in when it's just dark outside, or it's gloomy, it's cold, you don't get outside much, you don't see a whole lot of people, you're afraid of taking your baby out. That's all stuff to work through. There's a lot of new stresses as a mom with a newborn, just, whether or not to put your child in daycare or where to put them so that you can go get to the grocery store because you don't want to bring them with you because you're nervous that they're just going to, all of a sudden start crying, or when you want to exercise, where are you going to put them, or do you have the stuff at home to be able to do that, or the motivation. There's just lots of new stresses around when to pump, when to nurse. Are they hungry? Are they not hungry? I just changed their diaper. All this stuff. So, it's just, a lot of new things, doctor appointments, having to make all these decisions for your child. You as a mom just getting back to normal, your relationship with your husband or your significant other, getting back to that, and just everything. So, new stresses as a mom. Definitely postpartum depression is a huge, huge thing. And I know a lot of you out there may not have heard of this, or maybe you have, but when women deal with postpartum depression, a lot of recommendations are to, sounds gross, encapsulate your placenta. So basically someone would dehydrate it, create it into a powder form, and put it into capsules, okay? And it's only beneficial for that mom. No one else can take it. So it's all of your vitamins, all of your minerals, hormones, whatever the heck is in your placenta. But for some reason, they say that it definitely helps stabilize those hormones, help with postpartum depression. So you can definitely have that done. But exercising, I can't stress this enough, that when you exercise, then, it's just natural, even in people that didn't deliver a baby. it just naturally relieves stress, lifts that fog, creates that energy, like I said, reduces that stress. So for a mom, a new mom, postpartum depression, I would highly encourage you to get out, go for a walk. I would encourage you to engage with other women in some classes or just socializing. Socializing is an exercise in and of itself. I work at the Y and teach some classes there, and oh my gosh, I love seeing all the senior citizens that come and engage mentally. Physical or mental exercise. They come and talk. They come and play cards. They come and have a cup of coffee and just sit and engage with other people. That's huge, okay? So you want to keep your mind active and healthy as well, and not just sitting at home wallowing in your sadness, or I don't know how to get out of the house, or I'm afraid. You have to work past those barriers, okay? So just take it one step at a time. So basically, your hormones are all out of whack, during pregnancy, but even after. So your progesterone and estrogen levels decrease, okay, along with some other hormones. So they drop. And what you want to do is to work past that and find your fit, okay? That's what I like to tell people, is find your fit. Find the classes or the exercise routines that really fit you best, even if it's just walking and doing a couple light dumbbell weight exercises. Okay, go ahead and get some from the store or grab some household items that weigh a couple pounds and use those. Another fun thing is you want to spend time with your baby, right? So, some bonding time is super awesome when you can include your baby with your exercises. So I've already had to do this. Winston, sorry, I'm looking that way because he's in the swing and I'm talking about him. Winston was crying and I had like 5 more minutes in my workout, and one of them was a squat exercise, and I'm like, oh, I could hold him. So I decided just to hold him right at my chest and just talk sweet to him as I finished, the squatting repetitions that I had, and I had a little extra weight, and it kept him from continuing to cry. So it might sound silly, but a lot of women out there do that. You can wear your baby. That adds some upper body strength. If you are into baby wearing. If you have questions about that, there's a lot of meetup groups that you can go to, or you can message me and I can share a little bit more with you. So basically, whether it's Zumba, cycling, working out at home, going for walks, getting on the bike, going for a jog, doing yoga, Pilates, whatever it might be, just do what you enjoy right away. Don't stress yourself out along with all the other stressors that you've got going on in life as a new mom, or a mom again, if you've had multiple kids. Even having more kids, I don't even know what it's going to be like for me. If we have more, which is the plan, what fitting in exercising and all that stuff will look like. So right now it's pretty easy with just one. But I've learned to just try to not make those excuses and just learn to fit that in. So don't stress yourself with any new workouts. Find something that just really relieves that stress that you really enjoy and stick with it, okay? So you're going to lose the fat. You're going to keep that muscle. You might even gain some muscles. So to lose that baby weight will be like awesome, okay? It'll definitely kick that off. Along with healthy eating, all right? So breastfeeding and exercising. Exercising is not going to reduce that milk supply by any means, okay? I've had some people ask me about that, and I said, no, I have heard differently, and I haven't had any problems, trust me. So what I found to be helpful is I either plan to feed him right before I'm going to go and do something, or I try and pump, okay, or I do a little bit of both, where he feeds and then I, maybe only one side, because right now he doesn't eat both sides typically yet, but he will eat one side, I will pump the other side, and then find a supportive bra. Definitely found that out. None of my old bras fit me from exercising, so I had to find some more supportive bras. Target has some really awesome high supportive bras. They're on sale right now for $18 if you live in the Milwaukee area. And then I found some on the clearance rack for even cheaper. So go ahead and check out if you need some more support, like I did. I want to feel like I'm all in, and especially when I'm teaching classes, I needed that. So go ahead and go ahead and find that. And let's see. So yes, so it's not going to decrease your milk supply. I have had no problems. If you are going to be, because I'm training for a triathlon, but if you're going to be working out for an extensive period of time, or you're going to be away from your baby for a little while, say you dropped him off at a family's house, and you're going to be going back to go to get your child after a while, you may need to bring a hand pump to the gym with you if you're going to the gym, to be able to relieve yourself if you really feel that that milk coming in, or you feel engorged or whatever. Bring that hand pump, express some milk, and then you might have to take a break to do that, and that's okay. Okay. If you're at a point where you're done breastfeeding, then it's no problem. If you've got your milk supply already stashed up, if that's something that you planned on doing, then you can go and work out, and you've got your baby set with the best milk in the world that you've got all set in the freezer. So I've seen moms take breaks at the Y in between classes or whatever to go grab their child from the nursery and feed them and then take them back. I have not quite needed to do that, but I may have to at some point. So nothing is going to harm your baby. I know lactic acid does build up in your muscles when you exercise. That's what happens when you feel that burn, okay? Lactic acid does not hurt your baby. It might somewhat show up in the breast milk, they say, but there's no harm in that, okay? If you sense that you might be getting some clogged ducts at any time, we really want to avoid mastitis. That I've heard is not fun by any means. We do not want that, okay? They say it feels like you've gotten run over by a bus, and I don't want that. So if you notice maybe your bra is a little too tight, or make sure you take it off when you're done exercising, soon after, just to relieve that pressure from the bra. Maybe you just need to pump more or nurse, maybe you forgot to get that in just before exercising. We just don't want you to get plugged up, okay? So just pay attention to that. Try and massage it out and all that stuff, just to keep those ducts clean and clear. So again, nothing from exercising is going to harm your baby. It's not going to make them not want to nurse. I've not had any problems, and I know all babies are different. I'm not saying my baby's perfect or anything. So if you notice that maybe they don't want to latch right away after exercising, sometimes it's because you're sweaty and salty. So maybe just kind of wash off lightly. Don't rub too hard, because there's natural oils on your skin that are good for baby and you. So just wipe off, that layer of perspiration, the sweat, and the salt. That might distract them from nursing. So just give that a try, and if they still aren't wanting to latch on right away, maybe you're super warm and you're not ready to nurse, and you really need to, go ahead and pump, hand express, whatever you need to do. You just want to keep that milk supply going. So if you aren't, you want to eat healthy, okay? So you just want to follow the basic principles of breastfeeding guidelines in general. And then exercise, that's not going to hurt it at all. So as long as you're eating a whole foods diet, I've heard oatmeal is really good. I don't really know if that's just a myth or what. I suppose we'll have to look into that, but I've heard oatmeal really helps boost that milk supply. There's teas out there, but just making sure that you are keeping within the windows that your baby is normally eating. Either getting to nurse your baby at that time or pumping so that your body recognizes that it needs to keep producing more, okay? Once your body senses that, you're not nursing or you're not pumping or you're not staying hydrated. That was the other thing, staying hydrated. Your body's just, it's not going to want to produce the milk because you're not stimulating it to, okay? So our bodies are amazing as women. As this new mom life is just overwhelming me, in a good way, of course, I'm just amazed at what our bodies can do. So staying hydrated will keep that milk supply up, especially if you're exercising. You're losing more of that sweat, so you want to replenish your body, okay? Eating healthy, like I said, and exercising. I mean, everything. It's all just natural, normal things. It's not anything complicated. Just taking care of yourself. I have definitely enjoyed being back to exercising, and like I said, it's not the same for everybody. I was able to go back after 2 weeks and get myself back into everything, and I'm back full on to everything. Yeah, I still feel some things here and there where I'm like, oh, that's definitely different, but I've had no problems, and I also want to encourage you moms just to not sit at home and be scared. Don't put that burden on yourself. Go out and find a class and engage with other moms and women. It's been so fun. You know, I teach some classes, so yeah, that's kind of forced me to get out the door and engage and be away from my baby for a little while, which was hard, but not as hard as I thought. The hour or two was like perfect, and I could focus in on some other areas that I really enjoy in life, and not have to feel like I have to give those up just because I have a baby. That's not true. And my baby is my top priority, along with my husband and everything else. My faith, I try to engage in all of that. My baby doesn't just consume 100% of all of my mental energy. You have to learn to take care of yourself as well. And like I said, exercise really reduces that stress and creates that natural energy, makes you a better mom. It makes you, it just makes you feel alive, I just feel so much more ready for my day when I either have gotten some exercise in or I know that I'm going to be going in a little while. And I can't wait till it gets nicer out to go for some walks, and I've gotten to take him out on the stroller for a jog when we had like that spring weather. I mean, come on, now it's like, sunny outside, but it's very deceiving. It's like 20 degrees, so no thanks. But I have loved every moment of getting back to exercising, how it makes me feel, talking with other women and moms, and getting to be an example for them. And this is being an example for your baby starting now. I mean, oh my gosh, they watch you from day one. I mean, they can't really, watch you, they're not seeing very far by then. But seriously, okay, your kids, monkey see, monkey do, monkey hear, monkey say, I like to say that. They are watching you, and when you can be the example of a mom who is has energy for their children, is positive around the house, is motivated, and exercises and takes care of her body, I mean, that's going to benefit not just you, but your baby, okay, as they grow up. If you're feeding your body well, all that stuff is going right to your body from nursing, or to your baby from nursing, okay? My husband always laughs when, excuse me if this is too much information, but okay, we all fart, okay? So, when I eat healthy stuff like broccoli or cauliflower at some points, yeah, my stomach gets a little gassy, and, well, that's going to go right to Winston, and he just gets a kick out of that when Winston is a little gassy or whatever. I'm like, well, it might be something I ate today, because I like to eat a whole foods diet. So just make sure that you are eating well, and especially getting in that protein, refueling your body afterwards, staying hydrated, finding enjoyment in your exercise. Don't stress yourself with too much new things. You've got enough with the newborn, okay? So just find something, even if it's just some yoga videos at home. Start with those and work your way up. If you have questions about exercise, nutrition, or any of that, I'm a new health and wellness coach, okay? I coach people on nutrition, and I'm loving being able to engage on this whole mom end, to be able to speak to you women in general, even if you're not a mom, just how nutrition and exercise and the right mindset can really feed into your life when you do it the right way. So I hope this was helpful. If I missed anything, or if you still have questions about exercising and nursing, feel free to comment below or message me. I would love to be in touch with you and answer any questions you might have. But I hope that you guys have a great weekend. I am off to the gym in a little while here to do some running and some swimming in a little bit, but it's been really nice this morning. We didn't have anywhere to be, and I needed that downtime. So it's like, it's 8:45 almost, and that's okay. I don't mind taking my time in the morning. I still need to finish my coffee. It's got cold here from talking to you guys. Anyway, it's been fun talking, and I hope you guys stay warm this weekend, and I look for more videos and posts about breastfeeding, exercising, momhood, eating healthy. I mean, the whole thing. That's what I'm here for. All right, so you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.